No, I think that's okay. Okay.
I had to make this kind of puppets with socks.
Yeah.
Yes. We had to make that for these beginnings. Like, hello, we are Rive.
I'm gonna need a little sock puppet with a hat on it so that we can do Pedro's picks of the week.
Yes, with the cotton balls for the eyes and everything.
Well, welcome in everybody. We're gonna get started here in a second. We're just discussing the streaming schedule for the next couple of weeks since it's like holiday time, and there's other stuff that we'll cover here in a second. So let's go ahead and get started when I find the thing. It's right here. 3, 2, 1.
I was thinking before you say anything that would be really nice, like in theater or musicals, that now we have different clothes. It's like this quick change they make on theater and musical is like, and now we are like, I don't know, smoking or something or hats or whatever.
Well, we'll have to have like a prep session where we can practice our 10-second like costume change. To actually get that done. But hey, everybody, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
It's Tuesday. It's time for another Rive live stream where we go through all of the new updates, answer your questions, look at community files, and whatever else we actually get up to.
I have another note.
Okay, what do you got?
Yes, last week Maria Carey decides that it was Christmas, so we have started officially Christmas.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Yes.
You did this.
She makes this video, and I was saying all the time since February that we are almost on Christmas. So I think this time has come. It's Christmas. Officially, it's Christmas.
Well, I mean, once Lowe's and Home Depot start having Christmas decorations, it's that time of year. And then somewhere in fall, Hallmark stops playing fall-themed movies and they start playing Christmas movies. So that's when you really know it's on.
You a big fan of Hallmark?
I have parents, okay? My parents love them. All right, so get off my case. They're very old and they like their Christmas movies. And I'll tell you, I'll get down on a Hallmark movie every now and again. There's actually one that's about, and they're all the same storyline, but there's one about a vineyard and whatever, and this lady owns the vineyard and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it's a great movie for the family, whatever. Anyways, that's the Hallmark talk for the day. Let's go ahead and talk about, let's go ahead and talk about what the heck happened last week. Aside from no new Hallmark movies, just the same ones being played over and over again, what did we do last week? Well, Pedro had a creative session on Point and Zoom interactions. Pedro, you want to talk a little bit about that, and then we'll share your video here?
Yes, last week in the creative session, I made an example. It's most a template or a starting point for the users, in which you could click in any point of the screen and you have a zoom, and that portion of the screen was centered. So you have like an action of point and center something. So you can see the creative session. The file is in the community, so you can make a mix or reuse or what you want. And I have seen Laura made a really cute remix with characters, so that's it.
Well, sweet. The video's there in the chat if you want to check that out. You can watch that later. So what do we got coming up this week? Well, it's same old schedule. We got today's live stream. We got the Spanish live stream tomorrow. That's an hour earlier. And Laura's doing a creative session. So you get a double whammy of Laura tomorrow. Laura, what are you going to be doing in your creative session?
Oh, I didn't prepare the screen to share, but I'll be showcasing something really cool we've been doing with the whole team. a selection of character menu. It's a fighter game. And we work with nested inputs that were released just now. Last week was when they were released, last week. Nested inputs and events. And I'll be wrapping my head around Live too, so I'm still learning those. So bear with me. Be with me and nothing. Be lost with me tomorrow.
What time is that going to be? Is that going to be at 11 Central?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So right after the Spanish live stream, you'll have Laura's creative session. And then it's been a while, but on Thursday, we're going to have a workshop. And we're going to talk about nested inputs. Now, the nested input workshop, we're going to cover some high-level stuff. We're going to talk about how we think about working with nested inputs as of right now. That philosophy may change moving forward because it's also a new tool for us. But we're going to show you kind of how to use them and then how we think about them right now. So be sure to check that out on Thursday. And that will be 1 hour earlier than this live stream. So 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and 11 a.m. Eastern. Now, in addition to that, Pedro and I are already working on Rive 101 videos for nested inputs. So those should all be landing. What do you think, Pedro? I think we're going to land those this week.
Yes, I think we can even upload. We can upload the ones we have, so people can start looking at that when they are ready. So yes, I think over the week we could upload the videos we have.
Yep. So there'll be plenty of nested input, nested artboard update stuff to help y'all get started. Speaking of which, let's talk about new feature releases that we just had. Nested inputs landed. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
It's Christmas.
Okay. I have thoughts, but anyways, yeah. Nested inputs to me is one of the biggest updates that we've had to the Rive editor in a long time. Rivaling text, in my opinion. I think it's going to change the way we work in the Rive editor. It's going to change a lot of the things that you can do, and it's going to help us as designers and animators learn to think more like Gordon and Zach, more like developers. And because we're using events so much, it's going to make the handoff way easier. They're going to get a lot more information out of the file because of it. If you want something quick to go ahead and get you started with nested inputs, I did make a quick nested input tutorial that we shared on both YouTube and Twitter. So you can watch that there. And that's just going to give you a little nibble of like how I used it to create a really, really simple menu. Those are the kinds of things that we're going to go over on Wednesday and also in the Rive 101 videos. Now, in addition to nested inputs, we also got elastic easing. So now making little springy animations or bouncy animations is easier than previous because now you have a little specified interpolation curve just for that. And Pedro put together a little tutorial on that as well. So if you want to go ahead and start using elastic easing, but you don't know where to start, you can check out the video that I just posted in the chat. There's so many videos posted in the chat. It's like our YouTube backlog.
I think that the interesting thing about nested inputs and this elastic is they are really easy to use. It's not that complicated. It's that you can make complicated things, but the idea of how it works is really easy. I mean, the nested input is just to expose them and use in the main machine, in the main state machine, and the event is kind of the same. So you don't have to learn a lot of things. It's just like 2-3 tiles, and you can start working. But the possibilities are really, really big. Yes,
they're crazy. I mean, I'm reevaluating a lot of the old files that I made. Like I made this duck hunt game a long time ago when nested artboards first came out, and it just like I couldn't make a scoring system. I couldn't make a lot of things. But now with nested inputs, let me tell you, it's happening. it's all happening. I'm excited. And I can't wait to see how everybody else is using them. So in addition to new things, we actually have some new faces that you might start seeing around Discord. We just hired 2 community managers, Kara and Josh, and we will actually have them on the live stream soon to actually introduce everybody. But they're going to be there to answer a lot of your questions, sort of like us. We're there to answer your questions and stuff in Discord, but they'll be there specifically to, chat with y'all, put together more events and things like that, and just kind of, be the voice when we're busy doing other things. Okay. Now, in addition to all of that, there were also fixes and improvements added. So, are we ready? Are we ready? Here we go. Added support for setting an artboard as an event listener target, restored ability to expand and collapse PSD files in the assets panel, resolved issues with duplicated listeners disappearing shortly after duplication, and fixed an issue with elements dropping out of the viewable stage when the editor was in portrait layout. If you want to read all of the notes on the most recent changes, you can go to rive.app/changelog and read all about it. Now, if you want to be the first to know about any of our changes, make sure you join the Discord where you can ask us questions, talk with the community, share your work, and other things like find out about updates. Okay, now let's look to the horizon. What's coming up soon? Well, there's a couple things. One, Rive will be at DevGam in Lisbon. Gordon, Pedro, y'all are going to DevGam, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are we doing at DevGam? What is DevGam?
Great question, Pedro.
It's an event for game developers and people in the game industry. So we are going to be showing how amazing it is to use Rive for interface and that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be interesting because I don't know. We can talk about what is going to be shown there, or it's.
I would assume so.
Okay, for example, this is something that we have shown in social media. It's you are going to be able to use Rive with Unity, for example. Gordon has made some interesting things with Vivi. Is the name of the engine.
Yeah.
So,
have some demos I want to show later.
Ooh.
Yeah, Vivi, Unity, all the other game engines that work is in progress for. And also the Fold will also be at the event. And they recently integrated Rive with the new Rive renderer as well. So I think those are all the frameworks.
That'll be cool. Well, if you're in Lisbon or the Europe area, consider heading over to DevGam to hang out with Gordon, Pedro, and others that are going to be there. I think a lot of the engineering team that y'all don't ever interface with will be there, so you can meet all of those folks.
Yeah, and it's worth saying we're also going to have a booth there. So yeah, it'll be easy to find Rive if you happen to be at the event. And Guido, who's a co-founder and the CEO, he's going to be doing a talk on the current state of UI in games.
Yep. So that'll be great. I wonder, is there going to be? You think there's going to be like a replay of that talk that we'll be able to share?
I don't know. It's a great question.
All right. Well, I'm tasking you guys to find out when you get there, or bug them. Go to whoever's running it, dude. Just go straight up the chain to the top, Mr. DevGam or Miss DevGam themselves, and be like, "Hey, is there going to be a live recording? Because if there is, we'll make sure that we share a link so that y'all can see it." So actually, that reminds me that next week we're going to be on a skeleton crew because a lot of folks are going to be out and in Lisbon. And then the following week is Thanksgiving. So we're going to be on sort of a holiday schedule. A lot of us are going to be out. Somebody here is going to have to run the live stream, and I'll let y'all draw straws of the remaining few who are here to run that. Maybe Gordon, maybe Laura, maybe.
It'll be a surprise.
Where are you going to be, Gordon?
I said it will be a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Now, for those of you who are here, this is the only place where you're going to get this. And this is why you show up. Not for my takes on Hallmark movies, not for Michael's dad jokes, not for Pedro's picks of the week, but for this right here. Now, this is going to be a, anyways, over the weekend. No, not over the weekend. On Monday, picture this. It's Monday morning. I've got my coffee. I sit down in my chair and I look and I've got a DM from Michael. He says, "Have you seen this?" I said, "No." "What?" He says, "Check general." So I go and I check general. And let me tell you, one of the most nonchalant, massive updates was shown in general. And let me tell you, it sounds awesome. All right. That's all you're getting. I'm just saying, in the future sounds bright. Okay. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. Okay.
Oof, sorry, you had me. I did not know where that was going.
Yeah.
but
Well, you know what?
it went to a good place.
I'm just telling you, with all that out of the way, it's led us here. It's time for
Pedro's Picks of the Week.
Yep, it's time for Pedro's Picks of the Week, where Pedro goes through all the cool community files that he's found. Pedro, take it away.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Oh, yes. I thought I was closing your window, sorry. Okay, the first one is this from Ambi. Here it is. It's a follow mouse exercise. And says that it's starting learning Rive, and as you can see, it has this amazing interaction because it has a lot of details. The way the head is separated and had a shadow over the body, for example. I think this was a really nice interaction.
Yeah. This
And
is like the ultimate interaction to learn everything. You've got the head tracking, you've got the button, which I've already stated my opinion on the button. It's actually got multiple buttons in there.
Yes, you have the follow button, and you can hide the name, and you can show it again on click. And I really like, for example, you see the glasses has this
The little shine. That's nice.
Yes. So it's really nice the interaction and how it displays the name and everything, and you can hide that.
Zach, if we allowed, like, let's say we did allow links in the community posts, and like you posted this on Twitter, and like it's on the web, and they press the follow button, you can make that a link to follow you. You know.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
I think that would be slick.
Yeah.
If we had GC here, it would be singing like this. Okay, the next one is
Ooh, this is nice.
by Laura. I really like the character. It's a scroll, no? The idea is to have a scroll with the character.
Cute.
And I love the design, the character, the faces, everything. It's so nice.
Why Octo Spider though? Like the name, you know? Because an octopus has 8 legs, a spider has 8 legs.
Yeah, it's like it's not an octopus if you look at it well. It's more like a spider mixed with an octopus. I don't know.
Nice.
It's weird.
Let me change my angle, my viewing angle, maybe.
This one is an old one. I started to upload some old projects that I haven't shared in the community. So I'll be uploading more that I have. I have there in my folders. So this one was one of them.
I like the light ray effect in the background. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That is really nice.
Okay, next one is this by Nathan Mora,
Ooh, this one's really cool.
and it has this effect of light when you are over the arbor. And the idea is all the eyes look, but if you touch them, it's like I don't remember the name in English. The caracol. You know this with the cell.
Oh.
Snail.
Like a whack-a-mole?
Snail. Yes, snail. Thanks, Laura.
Oh.
Trying to put their contacts in. No.
And it has this effect, and it's so well animated. And for example, I really like how this line is made.
I was looking at the file itself and I was like, I wonder. And so it is nested artboards, but the clipping is turned off so that they can kind of move outside of their, the nested artboard that's in there, which is a really cool idea because I think they can go quite a ways from their original position. So yeah, it's worth taking a look at the actual file in the editor on this one.
And all
Very
the idea of the light works so well because you can really, I guess it's a gradient, but it works really well. These eyes, the ones without in the dark, has the perfect 3D effect. Okay, next one is here is Jeff experiment. And it's with this idea that Gordon explained in a creative session of using the out-of-band assets.
Oh,
It's
this
such a
is
clever use
so
of it.
cool.
Like
Yes,
I
it's
saw
taken-
this and I was like, oh, I wish I thought of this. It's so good.
Yes, yeah, it takes the photo from the webcam, I guess.
And like
And
note that you can see his like face at the start, like it
Mhm.
like reflects in the.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you have to shake the photo to like real Polaroid to make it.
You have
Is
to
that
shake it like what?
A salt shaker.
No.
I got that, Michael.
Okay, next one is from Danny Jar. Here it is, and
Oh,
it's
this
a
is cool.
character with a walk cycle, and then it has the attack animation here.
That's cool.
And you can stock the walk, and so it's like kind of a Pokemon interaction.
You know, speaking of walks, last week's Rive Live actually generated some really good conversation around directional walking and things like that. And I think Michael's got something to share this week about walk cycles and how you can make them turn around better.
I had that on the list, but perhaps Michael can show himself.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, spoilers. I'm sorry.
No. This other one is like the evolution of the other character. Also, Daniel.
Oh.
Here we had the walk too. And the attack. Here it is.
Nice.
Very cool.
Okay, next one. I think we didn't show this from Jerry.
Mm-mm. I think we showed maybe a video of it.
Ah, okay, perfect. Well, now it's in the community, so you can see the file and look the file.
God, if only you could put sound on this in the editor, that would be crazy.
Yes.
Machine.
And here you have the different options and everything. So it's really nice to play with it, and you can see all the triggers here to make it work. So I think these kind of files are very useful to know how these kind of things are built. So
So
Okay,
cool.
next one.
You know who else we gotta have on the show? We gotta get Jerry on here sometime.
Yes,
Yeah.
will be nice.
Definitely.
Okay,
I
here
love this one.
is this one, and when you try to put the mouse over the character,
I didn't see this one.
yes,
I like the
I
little
like-
fart bubbles.
I love
it's just a head. No, cannot be that.
I can't see the backside, so I'm not convinced.
I like the face.
it.
Okay, next one is this. How you play with this?
No, but don't take his mustache off.
Poor guy.
Yeah, cut the wispy hair. The wispy
Oh.
hair needs to come off. Can you cut the wispy hair?
I don't know.
That's what really needs to come off of this character. I feel like that's me these days, except the wispy is just like, you know.
Okay, I'm going to try now. Okay, here it is. No, it's not.
Okay.
But the hair is moving. Can you see?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
it's static here, and if I try. Whoa. If there is a position to cut that, I not able to find it. But the mustache, yes. I like the movement of the mouse, like doing that.
Now, what is this at Monday challenge?
I don't know. Interesting. 10 of the width, mustache.
Maybe.
We should look for that on social media.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is this is going to take. Okay. This one that is like a selector. You can select different,
Ooh.
and it has the full rotation.
I'm a flip flop guy.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have destroyed my feet, but I wear them all the time. So
But
bad.
with white socks or
No, never. No, that's not me.
Yeah. I'll do it if I've got socks on and I need to run outside real quick.
True,
I've
I'll
got
do that too.
the ones with the split toe thing, so you like jam your.
Yeah.
I'll do that, and then you walk and you're putting yourself in danger because it's not safe, and
Well, and then your
inside,
neighbors
and
are
you're safe.
standing outside silently judging you. Like, look at this guy with socks on and the split toe flip flop. But you know, who cares
Yeah,
about
you saved your 30 seconds in the day, by doing it that way instead of putting shoes on. But ooh,
this is from 3D Factor that on Discord is Wayne.
No. This is not Hyperpixel, HyperX. What's his name? Hang on, I'll find it.
And it's a follow mouse
This is error code, I believe.
error code, yes.
yeah, I think it's a remix of the original. Yeah, Digital Sauce did the original, and then I think Error Code or 3D Factor did this with Xander's anime face too, right? Just
Yep.
does a good job of throwing that stuff on there.
Okay, next one is this.
Oh, this is cool.
Mr. Birdo, yes, and it's a game menu. And I like the idle of the characters.
Yes, this is really something. This is
Wow.
nice. I don't know why, but I love the rhino. Like, it's so nice. It's so cool. The jacket color gradient is like my favorite.
Okay, next one. Wait a minute. I have to reload this because this. I really love this this file. I mean, I think it's amazing. If you look the character, the ears move, the eyebrows move, the tail moves, everything. But this is the most amazing thing for me.
It dance.
I love the dances.
Now, is this a groundhog or a gopher? I have to know. Or something else.
I don't know. It has this interaction here.
We should Google Translate. I'm very curious to know what the triggers are and the name.
Oh, yes, that would be interesting to know the name. But I love the dance, the way, like, I mean, I can see people dancing like that in my mind. It's like
That's my dance move.
I think regionals dance in Spain are like this sometimes.
What do you call that, Robert? That dance move?
That's the gopher.
Okay, the last one is the video.
I just want to interject. Sorry, I'm talking about Bevy, which we're launching soon. Last time I mentioned it's a crab, the logo. Another programming language is Go, Golang, and their symbol is a gopher. I just thought of that now. Sorry.
Okay, then the final one is this video Michael did explaining how to make a walk cycle. It's on social media. You can find.
Oh yeah, this one was great.
I have to follow these steps every time I go outside and start walking. I have to start getting my body moving and then get my head going.
Michael,
It's a
this
little
gave
process.
me such a big smile when I saw it, when you shared it.
I have it synced up to Staying Alive, the
So
Saturday
good.
Night Fever song, which is just I don't think we were able to use that, but I'll share it, maybe a bootleg copy of it somewhere, or I'll just maybe it'll happen. Then I'll just be streaming and music will play and
Yeah.
this animation will be on screen. And
I love the dance.
Do you also grow a different hairstyle when you
Yeah.
go back?
little hair, John Travolta hair pops up.
Like,
And here the movement of the head is so nice. So with those two final dances, we have is a beaver or what was the animal before?
No, that was not a beaver for sure. Lacking the big tail. I'm pretty sure it was a gopher or a prairie dog.
a prairie.
Investigation
prairie
is
dog.
underway.
Okay.
Yeah, so gophers predict the future. They can tell us whether or not we're having like
Okay.
2 more months of winter or we're getting an early spring. And groundhogs are like little. Wait,
It
I
is
don't know. I'm
ground.
lost. Never mind.
Yeah, I think it's Groundhog is because Groundhog's Day is the Bill Murray movie, right?
Yeah. That's what I meant. Groundhogs do that, not gophers.
I have an update.
You have an update.
I Google translated the title of that Rive thing, and it translates to prairie dog.
Oh,
Nice job.
Very cool. So now we know the most important questions have been answered. All right. So the last thing that we're doing today, if you didn't know, in our Discord, we have a channel where you can ask for animation critiques. And this is 2 weeks in a row. We're on record pace. Digital Sauce. We actually saw the remix of this file. We're going to see the actual file now. Digital Sauce was asking for a little bit of feedback on their animation. So let's talk about it. I think overall it's pretty good. The only thing I would calm down is the hair. Maybe make the hair a little less like same motion over and over again, whether that's through a longer idle animation or just keeping it really, really subtle. And then I think maybe the only other thing would be the the face follow that what was his name? I can't remember that user.
Error code on Discord, right?
Yeah.
And then
so the
something
same
else.
rig that they use, like if you just want to make this an animation, I would use the same rig that they did to control all the facial features. And instead of hooking it up to a listener where the mouse actually controls all of the different parts, you just animate that little thing so that it's not just the character's eyes moving left, right, up, down, and all that. It's like all of the different facial features are kind of moving around. That'll make it a little bit more realistic. And then it looks like you've added a little bit of a breathing animation because of the fact that the collar is sort of moving up and down. If you move the head up and down as well, that'll add to the effect. But other than that, I mean, that's about all I've got. It's a really cool animation. Really nice artwork. The rigging's really good. The blink is really, really solid because you're using that squash and stretch to actually make the eye look realistic. So I think it's nice. Does anybody else have anything for this? Any other thoughts?
Regarding the hair, maybe, I don't know, out of phase is the word, maybe like
out of sync. Yeah, not all the
out of
hair
sync.
moving at the same time.
Yeah, that like maybe if that will add some more organic
Yeah,
feeling.
I agree with that. So to do that, what you can do, actually, let's open up the file and see how this was actually put together. Let me switch over to that. Rive editor. Here we go. Okay, yeah. So we got a bunch of different hair strands, which is really good. Hairs. So yeah. All right. So all of your hairs are moving at the exact same time. And what you can do, thank you. I didn't even, sorry, I'm being ridiculous. Okay. So to do this, what you can do is you can extend the duration of your timeline. So if your loop is 3 seconds, we want to have 3 seconds before the loop and 3 seconds after the loop. So if you do 9 seconds total, take all the hair. Is this for all the hair? Yeah, okay. Take all of that. Okay, there's a lot of hair. All right, so we're going to take all these hair keys. We're going to move them to the middle, like this. I'm going to delete this extra key here. Move these over. And then we can duplicate. Actually, we need to make a work area. All right, so now this is basically the same 3 second timeline that you were working with earlier. And what we can do, and I use this all the time, duplicate this, paste it on the end, take all these keys, move it back this way, and then what you can do is start cascading the keys. So just moving them over like this, and then taking the rest, moving them over a little bit, moving them, oops, moving it over, so that now all of the keys are finishing and starting at different times. And just by doing these 4, you'd want to go and do the same thing for all of them. You start getting hair swinging at different intervals, and the hair is going to start looking a lot more realistic. Now, what you want to do, because these keys are like, are these using IK constraints? Yeah, these are using IK constraints. I was going to say if they weren't using IK, you'd want this bone to animate first, and then this one, and then this one, so it gives more of a swinging effect. So yeah, just cascade those keys down, and it's going to make the animation look, the hair animation look a lot more realistic. So that's a good one, Laura. Anything else? All right, cool. Well, I'll make sure that I link this to them on Discord. And yeah, hopefully that helps you out. All right. Well, we don't have too many questions today, so I think we're going to get out of here early. We'll hang out for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We'll do a what did you learn this week or last week? And if we don't have any questions, we're going to get out of here. So, did anybody learn anything interesting last week? I learned that I can be not so pressured into buying computers. And all it takes is just going onto a pre-built computer site.
I thought you was going to say that you can be whatever you want to be.
You
Something
can
like
be
that.
whatever you want to be.
I mean, like this kind of, because you were talking about Hallmark Christmas movies, so
Oh, no. You can't be whatever you want to be in a Hallmark Christmas movie. Okay. You can be two things. All right. You can be a person who lives downtown and has a hectic life and no direction, and then go home to your hometown and reignite a romantic flame with an ex and learn the value of love, life, and a small town. Or you can do the opposite thing, where you live in a small town and you work at a bakery and you go downtown expecting to hate it. But boy, let me tell you, that downtown Christmas was the best. Those are the two people that you can be in a Hallmark scenario. That's it. There is no wiggle room. Actually, you can be a third person. You can be a third person. You can be part of the monarchy. You can be a king, a prince, or a princess. All right. And then find love with, some random.
there is
babysitter.
two more options.
What are they?
You are a kid. Your family goes on vacation and they forget you, and
True.
your father buys you a little cute animal that you don't have to put in the water ever.
Yes. These are your Hallmark lifestyle options.
Yes. Also, you can go to the really high building to visit your wife, and
This is why I love Hallmark. You never have to guess at what the plot is. So here's a question: Is the new renderer?
That's a genre. Sorry,
Oh.
that's a genre. Going to it.
You're
All building to meet their wife. It's a whole genre of movies.
Actually,
Under
we'll
that.
talk about that in a second. So here's a question: Is the new renderer coming to the web this year?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, we've started rolling out the new renderer as a flag that you can turn on in some of the runtimes, like iOS and Android. For web, I believe we're still waiting on like native browser support for a particular extension for WebGL with all the major browsers. And last I heard, I think it was in Google Canary, one of the versions, and so it's coming. But we've been working with the major browsers, but yeah, I think that's just one blocker that we're still waiting on.
Would be a really good gift for Christmas to have their.
Oh, I can't wait for it to hit the editor. When we're starting to see those like speed gains in the editor, boy, let me tell you. The amount of updates we've gotten in the last couple months and the ones that are coming soon. Well, I'm gonna say soon. New ones that I've seen that are being worked on that sound amazing and look great. I'm so excited for all the new stuff that we're going to get before the new year's out. Now, let me ask you guys this question. All right, this is really important. And this is the last question that I have, unless we get another one. Die Hard, Christmas movie or not?
That
What?
was the one with the high building.
Yes. Laura, what do you think? Die Hard,
It's
Christmas movie? Yes, no.
It's a Christmas movie. It happens in Christmas. It has music from Christmas.
I agree.
it has people with like Santa Claus in the movie.
Mhm.
It's a Christmas movie.
Gordon, what do you think?
I've never seen it.
Wow. Well, let me evangelize it for you really quick. Listen, this is a Bruce Willis film, okay? Early 90s.
I'm actually rather like familiar with it. I was a big How I Met Your Mother fan, and in the show they referenced Die Hard a lot. I think they also had that conversation of is it a Christmas movie or not. So
This
you know
is
what,
not this is
I'm
not a
gonna go with
unique
Christmas
debate.
movie.
Yes. Okay, I love that. But it's not Christmas until you've seen Hans Gruber fall off of Nakatomi Tower. So you're gonna have to go and familiar.
That's a spoiler.
Oh yeah. Well, no, come on. It's a
Spoiler alert.
90s movie. There's no listen. It's been 30 something years since the 90s. Okay, there's no more spoilers. Like you had your 15-year gap.
In Spain,
Michael?
that movie, it's called La Jungla de Cristal, that is translated like the Crystal Jungle. So the sequels, it has the same name. So it makes no sense because they are in an airport or whatever. So yes. It's like-
I thought you were gonna say. Sorry, Laura.
No, sorry, it was Die Hard. Die Hard movie was called La Jungla de Cristal.
yes, in Spain it's La Jungla de Cristal. Yes.
Well,
It's like-
before the translation was laid out in front of me, I thought it was like Christmas at the Tower. That would have been a really strong
that would be
argument
really
for.
good, yes.
That'd be a great. See, that's when I'm gonna give that one to Spain for free. Okay, next time they do a Die Hard movie, I'm sure it'll be during Christmas, and they can just translate it into. I don't know, Feliz Navidad at the Tower.
That would be great.
Yes.
Michael, what do you think? Christmas movie or not?
I mean, it sounds like
You can disagree.
I
That's fine.
don't know why I would be contrary to that. It's not worth just calling it a Christmas movie, and that's what I've been informed. So I'm not. I don't think for myself, so it's good to just regurgitate what everybody else is saying. So
all right, Zach. Last chance to for someone to disagree. What do you think?
Oh no, I also haven't seen it.
Oh my god! You see, this is the real divide, and this is the predictor for whether or not you're going to be on the animation side of things or you're going to be on the development side of things. Have you seen Die Hard? Yes. You're probably going to be an animator. If you haven't, let me tell you, it's the dark side for you. All right.
I mean, I would argue, but clearly that's the case.
Listen, I have empirical data to back this up. Okay, 2 out of 6 folks who've never seen Die Hard are developers. I don't know if that's how statistics work, but that's where we're going with. All right, we don't have any new questions, so we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget, we got a crowded live stream scheduled this week. Crowded. We've got a lot going on. Spanish live stream tomorrow. Laura creative session after that. Workshop on Thursday. And then that'll be it. So if you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord. Come hang out with us. Come chat with us. Ask us questions. And if not, we will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.